Hi, it's Realtor Bert today. I'm broker owner Santino Properties LLC, and these are the San Antonio, Texas market statistics for the month of January 2025. That was our last full month, and here we are in the middle of February. So I'm reporting the statistics to you like I do every month. I'll just go ahead and give you the numbers, and maybe just maybe I'll give you an opinion or a synopsis with my professional outlook and also my observations. So the first thing I want to talk to you about are the sales. The sales last month were 2153, which is up 5%. Pretty good, right? And the average days on market are now 83, and that is up 19%. That means things have slowed down, right? And this is before you say, well, yeah, but it's January. Yes, but those numbers are compared to January of last year, of 2024. So if it's up 19%, it means it's up 19% over January of last year. So that was also a January. Now, the original list price to close price, or close price to original list price, I should say, is 93.3. So basically, on average, across the board, properties are taking a 6.7% discount when they're sold. Right, sellers are missing out on 6.7%. A lot of things could contribute to that. Maybe they were priced too high to begin with, or maybe the buying agent, the selling agent, negotiate a really good deal for their buyers, right? Either way, either thing could be true. Months of inventory is 4.64 months of inventory. Remember, a balanced market that favors neither the seller nor the buyer are 6 months. And anything less than that is considered to be a seller's market, which is the case here. It's fewer than 6 months. 4.64. However, it doesn't feel like a seller's market, right? Because of the numbers that I'm reporting. Now, the pending listings are 2406, okay? And that's down 16% compared to January of last year. So you can see the sales the number of sales are down, right? The number of days on market are up 19%. And the number of sales are up just slightly 5%, but the number of pending listings are down 16. So the active listings also are up, which again, it means plenty of inventory. We don't have an inventory problem here, which like they do in other parts of the country, but that's up 15%. That's 13,680 listings. So if you were to add the 2406 to 2153, and divide that 4,000 some odd properties number by the active listings, one way to look at it would be to see that 1/3 or 0.33% of the listings are selling, right? So that's one way of looking at it. Now, how does it break down? Well, $0 to $199,000 is 15.19% of the market. Now, our sweet spot has always been, ever since I've been practicing in real estate in this town, which is over 10 years now, is always been the 200 to 500 or 499, 999. That's 70.83%. That still holds true even 10 years later. And then now they're starting to break down 500 to 750, and that's 9.06% of the market. And then anything over 750 used to be over anything over 500,000 and up. They categorize that whole thing, but now they break it down. That would have been about roughly 14% of the market, but now they're breaking it down 9.06%, 500 to 750, and 750 to and up. Now is of course our luxury market is 4.92%. It's almost 5%, so just about 14% for that 500 and up. Now we're still the most affordable of the four major markets, right? With as far as Travis County being the highest at 495,500 for a for the average price of a home, and as you can see, the Dallas County is going to be second at 350, and then it's Harris County, Houston, 318,200, and then we're at 281,995, right? So these are the average. These are the prices and the market statistics. Now, that was what I gave you there was actually the more than like the median price, right? The average price of a home in San Antonio is 352,803, and that's down 1%. So those are the numbers, and I'm available to discuss any of these numbers with you if you have any questions or you want to kind of have a discussion about where the market's going. But as you can see, let me give you a real quick just kind of observation. I think that things are still very, very slow in our market, and which has been the case across Texas, right? A lot of different reasons we can point to for that, not the least of which is COVID money, right? So that we had our big boom during the housing shortage of 2020, where the rates were coming down and the demand went up. I talked to you about that in other videos. As long as the rates go down, the demand's going up, right? And then conversely speaking, the demand is going down as the rates are going up, right? Why? Because fewer people can afford to buy a house. Before, everybody could afford to buy a house because the rates were at historic lows, which is basically the lowest they've ever been in the history of ever. So, who can't afford a house at 2.5%, that you shouldn't be buying a house, right? If you can't afford that. Unfortunately, that's not the case anymore, right? We're about 4 percentage points higher than that, 6.5%, maybe 7, thereabouts. Still below historic averages going back to 1971. I've talked about in other videos as well. But again, that has, of course, quelled the demand for homes, right? For the home sales. So that of course leads into what we're seeing here, which is a slowing of the market. Now, that COVID money, like I said, a lot of people, there was an influx of transplant Texans, and now we're starting to see a lot of folks, not just because of the interest rates that have gone up, the demand has gone down, but we're also seeing people leaving Texas too. So which is why we're seeing a ton of inventory on the market, which is up 15%. So again, the supply is not an issue. It's the demand that's an issue, right? And that's what's caused that slowing because of the elevated interest rate environment in which we find ourselves. So those are the stats for January 2025. Hopefully this is interesting for you. I'm Realtor Bert Tade, 210-376-TALK. If you have any comments or would like to text me for more information. That's it for now. Thanks for watching my video.